About 130 hostages remain unaccounted for after being kidnapped by Hamas on 7th October last year. At least 34 of them are presumed dead. According to Israel, 253 Israelis and foreigners were taken during the attacks. Israel gives an official figure of 134 hostages because it includes 4 people taken hostage in 2014 and 2015. 2 of these are believed to have died. These are the stories of those hostages who are still being held, which either have been confirmed by the BBC or credibly reported. Yagev Kirsht, 34, was taken from his home in Kibbutz Nirim, alongside his wife, Rimon Buchstab Kirsht. She has now been released. Alexander Trupanov was taken hostage with his mother Lena Trupanov, 50, his partner Sapir Cohen, 29, and his grandmother Irina Tati, 73. All were abducted from kibbutz near Oz as they spent the Sabbath together, according to a statement by Canada's Raoul Wallenberg Centre for Human Rights. Irina and Lena were released on Wednesday, 29th November, and Sapir was freed the next day. Ariel Cunio, his girlfriend Arbel Yahud, and her brother Dolev are also thought to have been abducted in the same attack on Nir Oz. Eitan Cunio, Ariel's brother who escaped Hamas, told the Jewish Chronicle that his last message from Ariel said, "We are in a horror movie." David Cunio, 33, another of Ariel's brothers, was also kidnapped from Nir Oz, family say. David's wife, Sharon Aloni Cunio, and their 3-year-old twin daughters, Emma and Yuli, were released on 27 November. Sharon's sister, Daniela Aloni, and her 6-year-old daughter, Emilia, were both released on 24th November. Doron Steinbrecher, 30, a veterinary nurse, was in her apartment in Kibbutz Kfar Aza when Hamas attacked, the Times of Israel reported. At 10:30 on 7th October, the newspaper said, she sent a voice message to friends. "They've arrived. They have me." Itzhak Geller-Renter, 53, was taken from the Supernova Festival. His family said the IDF found his phone was located in Gaza, the Times of Israel reported. His daughter Pivko told the paper, "I'm trying to think good thoughts. I have a powerful, smart, resourceful father." Naama Levy, 19, was filmed being bundled into a jeep, her hands tied behind her back. The footage was released by Hamas and circulated widely on social media. According to her mother, the teenager had just begun her military service. Youssef Ziadna, a 53-year-old Bedouin dairy farmer, was abducted from Kibbutz Holit and taken to Gaza, along with his sons Hamza, 22, and Bilal, 18, and his daughter Aisha, 16. Aisha and Bilal were released on Thursday, 30th November. Elad Katzir, 47, was abducted from Nir Oz with his mother, Hannah. The IDF said it had recovered his body from Gaza on 6th April after he was murdered in captivity by Islamic Jihad. Hannah was released in November. Ohad Ben Ami, 55, was kidnapped from Be'eri with his wife, Raz. She was released by Hamas on 29th of November. Twin brothers Gali and Ziv Berman, 26, were taken from Kfar Aza. Ziv was messaging a friend as the attack happened. Their family said the IDF has told them the brothers are being held in Gaza. Their brother Liran told CBN News the pair had twin power and were the center of attention wherever they went. Iraq-born Shlomo Mansour, 85, was taken captive from Kibbutz Kisufim, where he lived and worked as a chicken coop manager. His wife, Mazal, managed to escape. Michelle Nissenbaum, 59, is a dual Brazilian-Israeli citizen who has lived in Israel for 45 years and works as a computer technician, his family told Brazilian media. They also say he is diabetic and has Crohn's disease. On 7th October, they say, someone claiming to be from Hamas answered his phone when they tried to call him. Daniela Gilboa, 19, sent messages saying that Kibbutz Nahal Oz, where she was staying, was under attack and asked her mother to pray for her. Her boyfriend, Roy Dadon, told The Economist 1843 magazine that he believes he saw a glimpse of her in a video showing 3 girls being driven away in the back of an SUV. Ite Chen, 19, a dual U.S.-Israeli citizen and IDF solider, was on active duty with a tank unit on 7 October, according to The Times of Israel. The paper reported that his family was notified by the IDF that he is officially considered missing in action and probably being held hostage. Another soldier in his unit, Matan Angrest, 21, is also presumed to be in Gaza. Yossi Sharabi, 51, was taken from Be'eri with his brother, Eli Sharabi, 55. Eli's wife and 2 daughters were murdered in the attack. Ophir Engel, the boyfriend of Yossi's daughter, Yuval, was also taken, but released on 29th of November. Agam Berger, 19, was kidnapped from Nahal Oz. She was seen being taken away in videos released by Hamas. Idan Alexander, 19, is an Israeli U.S. citizen who volunteered to join the Israeli army. He was serving near the Gaza border at the time of Hamas's attack. Idan's family said they had been told by Israeli officials that he had been taken to Gaza as a hostage. Qaid Farhan El-Qadi, 53, lives with his family south of Rahat and worked as a security guard, according to Israeli media. Reports said his family believes he was kidnapped and taken to Gaza based on images shared by Hamas. Eitan Horn, 37, and his brother Yair, 45, both Argentinian citizens, were also in Nir Oz at the time of the attack. Their father, Itzik, said he believes they were kidnapped. Yair is a construction worker, while Eitan works in education. Itai Svirsky, 38, is thought to have been abducted when his elderly parents were killed in Be'eri. He had been visiting them for the holiday of Simchat Torah. Keith Seigel, 64, and his wife Adrienne, often known as Aviva Seigel, 62, were taken from their home in Kfar Aza, Keith's brother Lee Seigel told the BBC. Adrienne was released on 26th of November. Omri Miran, 46, lived in Nahal Oz with his wife and 2 daughters. Omri was led away by Hamas with his hands tied, his wife Lishay told the Guardian newspaper. She told him not to be a hero, urging, "Do whatever they want, because I want you back." Bipin Joshi, 23, a Nepalese student, is believed to have been taken from Kibbutz Alumim. Nepalese newspaper Setapati says he was one of 49 university students studying agriculture in Israel. It says 10 students were killed in the attack. Ilan Weiss, 58, went missing from Kibbutz Be'eri after he was last seen leaving the house to defend the community. On 25 November, his wife Shiri Weiss, 53, and their daughter, Noga, 18, were freed from captivity in a hostage deal. Amaram Cooper, 85, and his wife Nurit, 80, were taken from their home in Nir Oz, their daughter-in-law Noah told the BBC. The family last spoke to the couple during the Hamas attack, Noah said, when the couple were in their safe room. The family later traced Amaram's phone to Gaza. On Monday, 23 October, Nurit was one of 2 women to be released. Oded Lifshitz, 83, and his wife Yocheved, 85, were taken hostage from Nir Oz. On Monday, 23 October, Yocheved was one of 2 elderly women to be freed. After hearing the news of her mother's release, their daughter Sharon, a London-based artist, said, "While I cannot put into words the relief that she is now safe, I will remain focused on securing the release of my father and all those, some 200 innocent people, who remain hostages in Gaza."